You're listening to the Fetish Podcast, where we keep it cute, a little sweaty, and very real. Sometimes the weight we carry isn't just physical, it's internal and sometimes it's emotional. So today with me, I have my darling friend, my young friend, my employee. I swear. Anyways, guys, today I have Maria here. Hi, Maria.
Hi.
Welcome to Fit
Ish.
Ish.
Nice to be here.
Did you see what I just did?
Yeah.
What did I do?
Ish.
No, but I just took it up.
Ish.
Yeah, so when you do it, so we decided when my brother was here
Mm-hmm.
that if you want to say, just take the neck up.
Like,
And yeah. Because that way then it doesn't sound like fetish. So it's like fit ish.
Oh my god, that is
Yeah.
so true.
Yeah, so we'll be having
That's
this
like
whole.
a tiny line.
I know. So now I have to be very dramatic with the thing. Yeah.
Fit-ish.
Yeah. Anyway, what do you think of the name Fit-ish?
I love it.
Oh, you do?
Actually, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because for me, it feels like, oh, no pressure. We're just fit-ish.
Yeah, like
we're just cruising it. You know, it's not a do or die.
it's
like
not.
we're fit-ish.
Yeah, just like whatever.
Right.
It's like don't be too serious.
Yeah.
Life is already too serious. So why?
Why complicate it?
Yeah, why? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so quick one. Let's just kind of get into it. What has your life been when it comes to like your journey with weight, body image over the years?
I don't know.
And we've had these conversations, outside
So
this
many
space.
times,
Yeah, we have.
Like, where do I even start? I think growing up, there's been like this thing about, okay, you can't be too fat, or maybe for instance, have you ever been like in a family gathering and then you have aunties around? Maybe you guys are going for a wedding or something and you're dressed up. As a kid, you're standing, you've just finished eating, and then your stomach is just like hanging all out. You're just a kid, right? You're like, what, 11, 10 years old, and then one of your aunties said to you, suck your stomach in. Have you ever experienced that?
Yes.
So I think for me, it started very early on with one of my aunties be like, oh, as a woman, you can't just have your stomach hanging out. You have to suck it in.
Okay.
You have to hold it in.
Okay, so
I mean, it's not bad.
Well, yeah.
But as a kid, it tells you that, okay, your image is very, very important.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Funny enough, I have an aunt growing up, and I love my aunt. We reconnected at my cousin's wedding last year.
Yeah.
So when you said that, growing up as a young girl, she made me and my sister do that, and I think it helped me. So there's no time if I'm standing that my tummy is not.
I think like
So it helped me with like my posture and everything else, because
True.
she was always like, as a woman, always, and I think it also helped to strengthen my abdominal muscles as well. But that's another physical thing. That's not, But I'm
Yeah.
just saying,
Yeah. So for
it
me,
depends on how the message was passed along,
True,
which is
true,
very key.
True.
Yeah.
True. For me, it just stemmed from that, and then being very cautious of like, oh, you don't want to be the fat one. And I grew up with like cousins, female cousins. It was a very female-dominated household, so we have different sizes, different. Everybody looks slightly different from the other. I mean, I have my cousin who's like skinny and tall, and then I'm just like, this.
But I've seen pictures of
curly,
you.
round
I've
baby.
seen no. I've seen pictures of. Maybe we can add this to the podcast, if we can. I've seen pictures of you pre-COVID.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I didn't know you then.
Yeah.
So, I think you're
So I've morphed
okay.
into different sizes.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And for me, I like to say, or have come to discover, that I'm a very emotional eater. Yeah.
Okay.
So if I'm being like very healthy and super conscious, it means that my mind is very calm and I'm at peace and I'm in
everything
control,
is good.
everything
Yeah,
is going
flowing.
well. I'm not tensed up. That moment in life, like I have everything under control. But when I start to gain weight, I've come to realize with time that it's usually in a time of turmoil or uncertainty for me.
Yeah.
So, for instance, COVID that was like around the time you met me. That was when I gained the biggest weight difference I've ever had. And because I didn't know what was going to happen. Nobody knew what was going to happen. Like, is the world ending? Is this how life is supposed to be like? That uncertainty put me in a place of, okay, what do I know? I feel like I need some dopamine hit. Where do I turn to? Food. So I don't have the usual, like, community of friends. I mean, yes, we had video calls and all of that, but it cannot compare to having one-on-one connection with people or having things outside your home that you get to do that makes you fulfilled.
Yes.
You know, like, okay, I'm happy I did this today. In COVID, like, nobody was doing anything. Everyone was just like sitting expecting, okay, when is this going to end? So yeah, in times of uncertainty, for me is when I feel like I gain the most weight. And times where I have my shit together is when I'm like, okay, we're back on our fitness journey.
I've spent quite some time with you, so I do agree.
Yeah.
You know, we've had conversations, we've had, like, you know, times where emotions were there, hugs were given.
I know.
You know, and it's always been a journey. It's always, I mean, when it comes to this lifestyle, it's a journey.
Yeah, it is.
Even for me, who people think that I have fitness like master to a T, you know, it's still a journey. There are times where I'm, you know, so hard on myself. There are times where I'm like, you know what, man, this life is I beg.
Chop life.
Who I kill, you know what I mean? Like, what's the worst case scenario?
I know.
Sometimes even what I do now is there are days where I'm just like, you know what, today I'm just gonna binge out. I'm gonna eat, have my wine, you know, relax, you know.
And then the guilt afterwards. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't know how I deal with it. Like, with time now, I'm trying to, you know, figure out that, okay, binging and then getting yourself back and saying, okay, you know what, this is wrong.
Right.
Getting to that place of, okay, we can move forward from this. We don't have to stay here.
Right.
It's another level of growth I think I've come to be in.
Yeah.
That I don't just punish myself and remain in that punishment. I can say, okay, yesterday was a bad eating day. It doesn't mean I'm going to starve myself today, but it also doesn't mean that I'm going to, like, continue binging. Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of growth with, like, weight loss, weight gain, a lot of lessons along the way as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So I know you probably have touched on this, right? So, but I do have it as a question, so I'm going to ask. How did your mental health affect, you know, how you saw your body and vice versa?
I mean, for me, it's like a cycle. So I wouldn't say my mental health affects my weight or my weight affects my mental health. So it's more or less like it's in tandem.
Okay.
For instance, if I were to walk up to that mirror and look at myself and I don't feel particularly confident with what I'm looking at, I start to feel bad, right? And then I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm feeling bad. I'm going to go eat something to make myself feel better. And then I
feel like I'll be like, I'm feeling bad, and then I'll go and drink water all day.
Right?
That's what I would do.
No, sometimes I have those moments too.
Okay.
But the majority of the moments I have is where I'm like, oh, you know what? Let's get a treat. We need to treat you to feel okay again.
Girl.
And then,
you know why I'm laughing?
And then I binge
because we've worked together. So I know. Sometimes you'll be like, oh, I'm feeling a little peckish, and I learned that word from you.
Peckish is my thing, and peckish for me is hungry.
Okay.
You know, instead of me to just be like, okay, you know what, let's go and eat proper food. No.
Yeah.
I'll eat like 1,000 tiny things.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's even like if you were to count calories, to be more than
actually eating a whole meal. Yeah.
And that's very bad.
Yeah.
Snacking can be your enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a silent devil that is like sneaking.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I'm like, just
yeah. You know, I noticed that since I started this podcast, right? I always have like this little like gem I drop, right? If you're watching or listening, right?
Yeah.
So one of the things that I tell people when I used to train or, you know, have clients that I would help, you know, during their journey or whatever.
Yeah.
For me, the rule I have until today has always been a lifesaver for me is whatever I have in my house is if I'm going grocery shopping, right? If I don't buy junk food, right? Even if I wake up at 12 and I want to eat, the only thing you see in my fridge is mango. That my black thingy that I love to lick, that I'm addicted to, that I buy and I clear the whole store buying it.
Tamarind?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pear, of course, you know
Yeah.
that. My
Your
yogurts.
new obsession.
Yes, my yogurts. What else? So that way, even if I'm hungry at 12 midnight or 2 a.m. or 3 a.m., because I work late,
Yeah.
that's the only thing I get to see. And who is going to be going out in the middle of the night to go and buy snacks?
Not
me.
you.
So I'm forced to
Yeah, eat what you
eat that.
have.
So that's always been my trick.
Speaking of which, my partner recently just left home, and then it's just me left in the house.
The way you said my partner.
So basically, okay, he's allowed to eat junk because he's like, fast
I've seen him now. He's like,
so
yeah.
jealous. I mean, all of you guys that I just have to breed cake, and that's it. So for us that can't have like snacks lying around, and he used to do this thing. He used to buy me Ribena, Capri Sun. Those two things you can kidnap him with it.
I swear.
Like I
You
don't
love
know
Capri Sun. I'm
how
just like-
I got
this is
indoctrinated
like-
into this cult.
I have never met an adult who loves Capri Sun before.
No, seriously, we have a cult, and then in the Capri Sun family, there's the apple versus orange. People who love apple don't like orange. I'm sure Imana will tell you.
Oh, wait, Imana's one is which one now?
She likes orange.
Orange,
I'm
yeah,
an
because you
apple
buy her
fan.
orange,
Yeah.
yeah.
So recently, I had to clear all the snacks out of the fridge. And then, wasn't it 2 nights ago? I was like, oh my God, I'm so hungry. And then I just opened the fridge and there was nothing. I just saw like these 2 carrots I have left in there. I was so pissed. I was forced to go to bed. I didn't eat the carrots.
You know, there's like this carrots.
I didn't eat the
years
carrots.
years back, there was this big. You know how with the lifestyle, right? When it comes to like health, there's this whole thing of like, it goes like this. Like 1 minute, there's this hype on this particular
Trend,
food
yeah.
type, and carrots was it like years ago. This must have been when I was in college or so, where they have like these tiny little baby carrots, right?
Yeah.
And then you buy them in
those.
bags, and then you go on a diet, and all you eat is
It's baby
carrots.
I actually love baby
Oh
carrots.
my God! I swear to God,
Like my new favorite snack now is
Really?
carrots and hummus or cream cheese.
yeah.
'Cause
So
I
my
can't
thing
eat
with carrots
everything,
is,
yeah.
and maybe it's the way the stores in the US preserve them, but I had an experience which makes me a bit scared of eating carrots. Right? I ate carrots and my airway started to close up.
Where?
Yes, and I think it's the preservatives that they use.
Oh.
Yes. So if I'm going to eat carrots now, I have to first of all peel the skin
It
out
has to be like the not
and cooked it a little bit. Yeah, before I can eat it. Just out
Oh.
of the fear even of it. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah. But anyways,
That's,
yeah.
that's a lot of stress for carrots.
Okay, so moving on. What moments broke you? And I'm not sure if you can maybe use a scenario or something.
Yeah.
And how did you heal or get yourself back, or what helped you heal? Because again, my podcast, is focused on like the lifestyle behind
Yeah.
fitness and everything, right?
Yeah.
And I want to have scenarios that are like everyone else watching can relate to, so you can give an example. You can just talk about it generally.
I think for me, it's more or less looking back at so when I was in uni, like I lived alone, and like I said, I could control basically everything I did. I was working out. I was so much into teas.
In uni?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
So that was when I was like my smallest.
Okay.
And I really loved the lifestyle. Like it was like I figured out you could even make different things with pineapple skin. But when I left uni, came back home and I started living with a family member, and I started gaining weight
Okay.
because there was a lot of like emotional things going on in the background. And as I started gaining weight, in that household I was constantly reminded of, you're not ideal, you are fat, you need to lose weight, or look at your mates, or your mates are doing this, your mates are dressing like this, there was always the constant comparison, and
yeah.
it always made me go back to pictures of my uni days to look at like, oh my God, you were actually so pretty before. And then
You still are pretty.
Yeah, I know.
I tell
am.
you that all the time.
I know I am. So
Yeah.
it now made me become my own biggest critic. Like, I would always critique myself. I
Right.
would always be like, oh my God,
it's
okay.
funny you say that, because I feel like, because I spent some time with you, I feel like you have this mentality, right, where you feel like if you can jab yourself,
Yeah.
there's nothing anyone else can tell you.
True. True.
There are statements you make and I'm like, why are you saying?
No, because like if I say it to myself, if you say it like, okay, big deal.
Oh, okay.
So what?
So that's sort of like what you would call
It's like a coping mechanism.
yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
But also, there's a dark side to that. There's a dark side of like, a part of you is hearing those things constantly and absorbing it. It's now like your reality.
Yeah.
Like I would always, maybe a family member would say to me, "Oh my God, you're so fat," or "Look at, you know, you shouldn't wear that. Look at your fat thighs hanging out," or something like that. And then I would become. It changed the way I started to dress. I became very conservative. I didn't want to show any skin at all. Like, yes, I would just laugh at it in passing, but deep down, I think subconsciously it was rewiring the way I saw myself.
Yeah.
And then eventually I was fortunate enough to leave the situation, and then I was able to realize that, you know what, you're not ugly. I don't care if you've added 10, 20 pounds from how your ideal weight was. Like, you can wear whatever you want to wear. And honestly, another thing I like to see...
Did I see like last week wearing like bomb shirts or whatever?
Right? Another thing I like to see is when
Love
I see
it.
like thick girls wearing amazing outfits. And I'm not saying that in order for you to be good looking, you have to be naked. No. But you can dress in a way that it suits your body type.
Right.
Like you look sexy no matter what.
Right.
Like till date, I still have people like, I'm walking up the street and people are like turning heads as I am. It doesn't mean that I want to remain this way. It means that I want to, like, I appreciate myself for who I am right now.
You love yourself.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like,
and
I
it should
can
be that
see
way.
that,
Yeah.
you know, other people also appreciate the way I look. So why shouldn't I?
And it's interesting because for me who have come across like people of different sizes, to be honest, I've had clients who are skinny and want to gain weight, and clients who have weight and want to lose weight, right? And the one thing I always tell everyone, you know, is loving yourself first and foremost, right? Because it's only in that love for yourself that you can want to do better in a healthier way, not in a bad way. You know what I mean? Because it's also a bad way of trying to lose weight.
Oh yeah.
Do you understand?
I've been on that end. Like I've done some very
because when I met you,
dangerous things.
Yeah, when I met
to
you, you know, I remember the journey when we started. Even you coming to the gym was a problem.
Yeah,
because
I used to be so shy.
Yeah, I'll be like, come, let's go to this side. You would not want to.
Oh my God,
and then I'm like, give me a burpee. You're like, I remember, and I was just like, oh my God, and like, you know, it's funny because if it's only when people that have seen you grow that will understand how you've grown. Because I have seen how much you've grown. Because there was a time where you would not even go near where the guys wear.
Now
like,
I wear shorts to the gym. Like, just imagine that.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even. It's a long way to come from that point.
Yeah.
And I'm really grateful I'm here now.
Yeah. I'm grateful you're here. Because I know. And you know, I think one of the reasons why I was very successful in my career as a trainer back then was not because of my look or I mean, obviously,
I think it's because of your empathy.
Yeah, my empathy towards, yes, and that was that was where I was going to go to, was that, you know, and also understanding that my job wasn't just to give you dumbbells, but I was also, you know, a therapy of some sort, right? A therapist of some sort, right? Because there's a lot going on amidst, you know, that.
For a lot of people,
Yeah.
there's actually like a huge mental factor with weight, either gain or loss.
Yeah.
Because if you want to talk about just weight loss, there are lots of people who are like bulimic. There are lots of people who are like, they don't eat, or they're, you know, they're trying to be as skinny as possible.
Yeah.
It's not because of, okay, this is ideal. It's just there's a huge mental part of it that most people don't deal with. Like, oh, they see a fat person, oh, that person must just be sitting down eating all day. No. The other day I was telling a trainer at the gym, and there were these two, like, plus size women that walked in. Like, when I mean plus, I mean like bigger than me. You know, I'm plus size. And
me too, I'm plus size by the Western standard, by the way.
Right?
Yeah.
And one of the trainers made a comment like, "How do you get that bad?" I'm like, nobody
Wow.
ever sits down
Wow.
and decides to be like, you know what, I'm going to just eat.
Yeah.
It could be a series of things that happens in this person's life that causes them to get to this point of, okay, I don't have any solace but food.
And I'm even upset because it's also in the delivery of the message. Because, one of the reasons why sometimes I get frustrated in this industry, with trainers, is everyone just comes out of the woodwork and is now a trainer. So for me, even being a personal trainer that I was, and I still am, I'm just not practicing, I'm just not doing it, right? That part of me that has that empathy towards you is not something I was certified in. I didn't go to school for it.
No, because I mean,
it was just not. It's just natural for me. Exactly, it's just natural. I still have clients today asking me, when are you going to come and train me? When are you coming back?
I know.
Or whatever. And a lot of times I found myself even training people without having to charge you, because I just wanted to see someone win. I wanted to see someone, look at it and be like, oh, I'm happy, I love it. Because there was once a time when I've never looked like this my entire life. When I had my daughter, of course, pregnancy alone, she was like almost 10 pounds, baby, right? When I was 6 months pregnant, I was on a spin bike, and I would hear, some white girls in my spin classes. I think one was a nurse. I remember till today arguing, should she be on the bike? Isn't she due? Is it safe? And they were behind me, and I was spinning, but I was only like 6-7 months, but I looked like I was due because she was big. At some point, I was telling my doctor, please scan well. Are you sure it's not two babies that are inside this tummy? You get. So when I had my baby, obviously I had the pregnancy weight and everything else. My body changed. So I went through it as well to get back to myself. So I do understand.
Imagine you were pregnant and even working out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you understand?
I was pregnant. I was working out. I was literally on a diet because I ate so much broccoli that my daughter came out of my tummy and loved broccoli till today. I ate so much broccoli. I ate so much salmon that I thought I was going to have a mercury poisoning. Those were the two things that I was craving when I was pregnant. Right. So imagine working out.
Very lucky to
working out, eating healthy, and still gained almost 60 pounds.
Whoa.
Being pregnant.
So
Trust
imagine
me.
those who don't even have like the avenue to work out.
Yeah.
While pregnant.
Yeah.
I saw the other day there was this guy on TikTok. He commented about this pregnant woman. By the way, she's like very skinny, but she has twins. She's pregnant with twins, right? And her doctor was trying to get her up to a certain weight to be able to have a safe delivery. And she was like eating almost every 2 hours because she did like a timeline, like a TikTok of a timeline. So this random guy is like making a response video to her like, oh my God, I don't care what you like, I don't, even if you're pregnant, nobody should be eating that much. And the whole internet went after him like, first off, you're a man. You will never be pregnant. So I don't think
can never
you should
understand.
be speaking on this topic.
Don't even get me in that conversation of
Let's not even go there.
No, we're not.
But basically, it just tell you that people's journeys are different. You might be seeing someone consuming a lot. You don't know why they're doing that.
Yeah.
You don't know what's making them do that.
Right.
So I don't think in the fitness community we should be commenting on, okay, yes, you see somebody, person a bit overweight. Okay. The next thought in your mind should be sympathy or empathy, rather.
Right.
That, okay, this person might be dealing with something, or maybe this person needs
because
to be this
because
way
really
for a certain reason.
it's an addiction.
Yeah.
Some of it is an addiction as well.
Oh yes, I realized that at some point I might have had a food addiction.
Yeah.
Just because like it's the only thing that can bring me out of a depressive episode to function. Is if I'm eating something sugary. And also hormones. There's so many things that people deal with that you don't know what is
right.
The main trigger.
It could be hormonal too.
It could be hormonal.
I've heard people people who are overweight and then they run several tests and it's a thyroid problem. Yeah.
I just did a thyroid test.
Yeah.
And now I'm doing hormonal therapy. So I'm actually very excited to see how that goes.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because like once you have like, is it hypothyroidism?
Yeah, hypo or hyper. I get confused. Is it hypo or hyper?
There are two types.
Yeah, I know.
One is where you lose too much weight. The
One
other
is
one is
gain.
when you gain
I think
weight.
hypo you gain.
Yeah.
Hyper.
No, hypo you lose weight. Hyper.
Oh, you gain. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. Please, someone you have to just put that up on the screen or something.
No problem. But do you think that, so kind of adding to what you're saying, do you feel like in this space that women are given, or Nigerian women are given like space to talk about these things openly?
Not really. To be
Yeah.
honest, I feel like sometimes when women talk about, okay, hormone this, hormone that, especially women, it's mostly looked as an excuse not to do the work or the heavy lifting that men do, that feel like, okay, this is what's going to give you the result, right? I mean, nowadays we have podcasts like this that we're openly talking about it, and we have more conversations going up online, and it's easier to talk about these things now, but I wouldn't say it's become so mainstream
Yeah.
per se. I think once people just talk about fitness, you talk about working out, and that's like the max of it. Nobody wants
Yeah.
to talk about the mental side of.
And I hate to be the one to tell people this. Even fitness instructors are not 100%, and that's the sad part. And that's why sometimes I feel like when they're in that space, they feel like God, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
because I know that there are fitness instructors that when they finish training, they'll go home and go and smoke something.
Or eat a
They'll
bath.
finish a whole bottle of beer. They'll go and have
Yeah.
unprotected sex. Let's call it
Yeah.
out. We're not
Seriously.
perfect.
No, for
Do you
real.
understand?
Like,
So for me,
I
why
saw- I
judge
saw a
people when
trainer
you
the
know?
other day
Yeah, now.
eating like a heap of rice, and I was like, but I can't eat rice. I'm busy over here eating quinoa and couscous.
But guess what? And sometimes when I start having these conversations, right, it just expands and expands, right?
Yeah.
Because another issue too, and I'm just trying to make people understand that you're enough, you're okay. We're not perfect, even though we're the ones that are telling you to do this and do that,
Yeah.
right? It's not even so much that you're eating a heap of rice, right? It's the fact that some people actually work out just to be able to eat this.
Yeah.
So it's not so much the health part of it, it's the aesthetics of it. I want abs, I want to look nice,
Yeah.
right? And I always say that looking good opens the door for conversations, right? Because I remember in my prime of training, right? And because I trained so much and I trained people, my physique was always on point. And people be like, oh, I want to hire you because I want to look like you, right? And in my headspace, I know you can't look like me because I don't
You're
even look
not
like
me.
Beyonce.
You.
Do you understand?
You're not me.
You're not me, number one.
Yeah.
You know? But that was an opening for me to say, okay, let me train you or
Yeah.
come train with me, right? But ultimately the end goal and should be and has always been your health.
Yes.
The physical look is the byproduct of working
Exactly.
out. That's the
Exactly.
physical, looking nice. But the end all is the health part, right? As you get older, you want to age well. You want to, you want to avoid health issues down the road. Because nobody wants to be
See,
70 years old and on a wheelchair. Do you understand? So for
Look.
me, there's a lot more to fitness than just the physical look.
I started working out recently again, and I would say one of the main things, it wasn't the way I looked, because I was already at the point where I was like, okay, I love me,
Right.
It was when I went up the stairs and I had this crack in my knee. I was like, what?
I'm not gonna lie, I have cracks till today, and I tell you why. I shall play paddle
No,
every
but
day,
then
so it's
I
like,
was out of breath, and I
Oh,
was like,
okay,
for
yeah.
staircase,
what's that?
really? You can't be this bad.
Hmm.
So when people say, oh, you want to work out so that you can be
Right.
No,
There's
I
a lot
said,
more.
I
There's a
want to
lot more
feel
to it.
better.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it. Yeah,
And
people
that's
don't
why
understand
when I go
that.
to the gym now,
Mhm.
I'm like behaving like a beast because I want
Yeah.
to tire myself out, so that by the time I go home and I hit and I lay on my bed, I can just take off. It also helps with sleep too, because I've noticed that ever since I started working out again, sleep has been sweet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, sleep is key too.
yeah, sleep is key. A lot of people
Sleep. Sleep is key.
ignore that part.
On the scale of in terms of like what's important, right?
Yeah.
They put sleep top three, if not first
Oh,
1, 2. Yeah,
I think I
because
sleep too much.
lack of sleep spikes your cortisol levels up,
I'm learning
right?
that.
Especially for women.
Yeah.
So you need to at least sleep. There's people that sleep less than a certain amount of hours die young. There's all this research. So sleep is paramount. Yeah, you have to understand that. Why do you think I sleep like 10 hours?
Right. I hope somebody needs to stop disturbing me about sleep. Now you know why.
All right. So, how do you manage your mindset now, even when the scale or the mirror isn't given? Like knowing what you know now.
Well, it just boils back to me understanding that my goal is not what the scale or the mirror says,
Mm-hmm.
and it's basically how I feel.
Okay.
So yes, you want to see those results. Yes, you want to be able to look at yourself and be like, oh my god, I did this. You want to do a before and after picture. Everybody loves that. But at the end of the day, when I climb the scale and I see maybe I've added, I try not to beat myself up because it could be a variety of things that could be causing that scale to go up.
Mm-hmm.
It could be water weight. It could
Of
be
course.
that you've gained muscle.
Of
Or
course.
you've lost fat.
When last did you weigh yourself?
This morning.
Okay. Ask me that.
When last you weigh yourself?
Don't know. Probably haven't weighed myself in like 2 years.
That's nice.
And I don't know what it is. Like I tell people like
I think
Listen.
the key is not having a scale in your bathroom.
it's not even that. I don't have number one because I don't necessarily believe that that's what defines my lifestyle. Again, as long as I'm eating healthy,
Yeah.
right? I have my vegetables, my protein, my little carbs, my complex carbs or whatever, right? I'm drinking my water, I'm working out. I don't care what the scale says. Because first of all, for someone like me that lifts weight,
Yeah.
I'm always going to lift heavy. So
Heavy,
I know that
your
muscle weighs more than fat,
mhm.
right? But, I've seen people in the gym, they come in, they get on the scale, they come down, they work out, run the treadmill, come back again, get on the scale,
Why?
come back again, they work out. I'll be like,
Why
sorry,
though?
what are you looking
Who
for on the
told them
scale?
that that's like the correct.
I've had to call people out once. I'm like, why do you keep going back up there? Because you know that the best time and the only time that a
Morning.
scale is accurate is in the morning. Once you start breathing in air,
That's it.
forget it.
Like I only weigh in the mornings.
Yeah, that's
even
just
when
the
I
best
go to
time.
the gym and they're like, "Oh, stand on your scale." I'm like, "Why?
No.
You want to know my
You've
weight
drank
for
water,
that?
you've had tea.
I've had tea.
You've
I've
even
eaten
taken air.
breakfast.
Because air, funny enough, has its own
Has
weight.
weight.
Funny enough.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Let me not go into the macabre reason why that is.
No, we're not
'cause I will
gonna.
give you a very, very
Oh, thanks. We're
dark
good.
fun fact right now. But we'll leave that out.
All right. So, let's see. What does self-care look like when you're not really feeling confident in your body? What does?
Self care.
I feel like I know the answers. Yeah. Get your hair done.
Yeah.
Get your nails done.
Yeah. It's more like it, yeah. When
Okay.
I'm not feeling myself, I
Mhm.
like to just. I'm just a girl.
Ooh,
I'm
soft,
just a girl.
soft
I'm
life.
just a girl.
Soft life.
So I like to do girly stuff, right?
Okay. Mhm.
And aside that, these days I've decided just going for a walk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that does it too. Going for a
or
walk. Yeah.
going for a swim.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a new one.
That's a
Yeah.
new one. Yeah.
You should actually, join us.
I'm not
I'll
gonna.
call
I
you
don't.
out.
I know. I don't want to say anything on this podcast.
No, going for a swim, it's really nice because you can become weightless.
Yeah, in water. I know. I
It's
know.
so freeing. Like it's
Yeah.
just so freeing.
So I just hired a swim instructor for my daughter, right?
Yeah. You
And
should join her.
yeah, we're supposed to
We
make
had
a
nice
trip.
time in the pool.
Yeah, we're supposed to make a trip to Thailand. I know Thailand is like water everywhere, and
Yeah.
I've been like, I might just go and get
You
this
should.
swimming thing sorted. Just go and deal with it for once and for all.
Honestly.
You understand? And so when I got the instructor, I told him that I have a fear for water, and I've had previous instructors who couldn't get me out of it. He was like, I should not worry.
Oh, I
That
also have
in
a
one
fear of
day,
water.
in one day, I say one day, care.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, in one day I'll learn how to swim.
See, I learned how to swim in one day. I'm not even joking. I'll pull up the clip of the first day I learned how to swim. Maybe I'll send it to you. And then I was already gliding in water. And I'm very scared of water because I've actually seen somebody drown. So it's a bit traumatic for me. But you would love swimming. The only thing with me is that I can't be the only person in the pool. Someone else has to be in there.
Yeah,
If I'm the only person, then I'll just stay on the shallow end. But I can swim.
right. Okay.
I mean, the other day, Imana was like, come to the end. And she was like, zooming like this. I was like, please, oh.
So I dropped her in the pool when she was 6 months.
When you say
I remember
dropped,
very.
it reminds me of those babies that they just
Yes,
drop in.
yes.
Really?
YMCA, yes. Took her to YMCA. It was a swimming lesson for babies. So other parents brought their babies, and you get in the pool with your baby, and you just drop them in the water. Because normal, babies are water in your tummy, right? So naturally,
fluid.
yeah, they float
Yeah.
naturally, And that was where she just
I
picked
think
it up
it's
from.
key
Yeah,
for like babies or
Yeah,
especially
yeah,
young kids to learn
yeah,
how to swim. It's a
yeah.
survival
yeah,
thingy.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least when
Especially
they're
in
babies.
estates that are coming up that have pools,
Yeah,
like that's the best thing you can do for your kids.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, that's interesting. All right, so let me ask you, what would be your advice to somebody who is currently like, dealing with weight issues and just trying to lose weight? What would you say to them?
I'd say it might sound so cliche, but there's a reason why this is the same rhetoric that you hear time and time again.
Mm-hmm.
The first step really is just liking yourself. I'm not even saying love. Like yourself
As you are.
as you are. Like the whole thing about you mentioned that I can like make fun of myself. Let that be the thing that you like about yourself, right? Like I'm trying to look for the best possible way to explain it, but there's no other way to explain it other than liking yourself.
Okay.
You have to start from there, and then every other thing just builds on top of it.
Okay.
Because you can like yourself and decide, okay, you know what, I don't want to lose weight.
Right. It's not for everyone.
And,
Yeah.
I like my curvy ass like this.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it like this. You can decide, okay, you know what, I like myself. I want to live longer, right? And I don't feel healthy enough. And you don't necessarily have to do the full range of motion in the gym. It could just be one thing you like in the gym, and you go there, you do it, and you leave.
Yeah.
That's it. That's fitness for me, and that is what fit-ish to me
Yes.
is being about.
Yes. And I tell people that, like when you want to get on this journey as well, you have to make it sustainable.
Yep.
Very important, no quick fixes.
Like you see, most people wanting to go to the gym, and then they want to start like putting like hundreds of thousands or millions of naira. Oh, they want to buy this, they want to buy this, they want to have laters. No, just start from a simple walk.
Yeah, simple walk. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even need trainers. You can go with your slippers.
Yeah, just start where you are.
Yeah.
Start where you are.
Could
It's
be like
very
when
key.
you're on the phone, you could just start pacing around.
Yeah.
Every movement
yeah.
counts.
Yeah,
Everything counts.
Yeah, everything does. All right, so let's get into our quick fire questions. These are always like the ones I enjoy the most.
Please go.
Oh yes, I have a good one for you. I think you like this one.
Uh-oh.
Just take this one because don't expect the next ones to be like this sweet.
Okay.
Okay, your skincare routine.
Oh my god.
I knew.
So quickly, I'm into this thing called skin flooding, right? It's when you use like
What?
skin flooding. It's a new thing. And it's
Where
when
do you guys
use,
come up
like-
with these things?
See, TikTok is your best friend for skincare.
You're not Gen Z, are you?
I'm zillennial.
You're
That's what I like to call myself. Right? Skin flooding, you use a bunch of like serums or like toners at the same time, and you just lather it on dry,
Oh.
lather it on dry, lather it on.
So I've been skin flooding my whole life then.
Yeah, I mean that's why you have great skin, and that's part of the reason why. Part of the reason why you have great skin. But yeah,
Did you guys hear that?
but yeah, skin flooding and sunscreen.
Yeah,
like,
sunscreen.
Nothing is okay without sunscreen. For
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Working out with your partner at the gym, yes or no?
no,
I thought you'd say yes.
No. we're good doing our own thing.
Wow.
Yeah, he's more high energy. I'm more I prefer quality over quantity.
Okay.
Meaning I can lift heavier, but I don't want to do like 20 reps.
Right.
Yeah, so
okay.
I'll rather lift heavier. For him,
Okay.
it's like, let's get this energy up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't mind working out with my partner if it's my partner already.
Yeah.
But if I have a gym crush,
Uh,
right? I know you had our experiences.
Uh-oh.
If I have a gym crush, I can't walk out around my gym crush.
You have a gym crush.
Not currently, I don't.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not actually not crushing on anybody right now. I'm crush free.
Oh.
My mind is clear.
Zen.
Headspace is clear.
Mm.
Okay, so this is another one that I asked before. I asked my brother, being chased by zombies or being chased by a cheetah?
Zombie.
Why?
because they don't run fast. Seriously.
Everybody says that.
No, they don't. I mean, it depends on the kind of zombie,
Okay,
right?
okay.
If it's like a clicker, just kill me already. You know, I don't know if you watch Last of Us, but you don't want those zombies chasing you. I'd rather just like, bye. But not a cheetah.
Last of Us, those zombies were so.
Yeah.
I've
they're
never seen
creepy,
zombies that
and,
run so
but
fast.
If it's Walking Dead, please. I will
Walking
wait
Dead,
for
they are
them.
slow. They
I
are
will wait
slow.
for them. I will play.
You run.
We'll play tag. Catch.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay.
Okay.
This is fun. This is fun.
Let's see. Would you ever post a gym fail video? I have a couple times. Would you?
I know you have.
I know,
I've
I
actually
know.
filmed a couple of those.
I'm such a blondie
Would
sometimes.
I?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. On my
Okay.
stories. Yeah.
Okay.
So that it expires.
Okay. All right. How about taking Instagram breaks for mental health?
I've done it countless times.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
I've never.
It's
Yeah.
boring though.
Yeah.
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 But those were I don't want to do that
I keep
again.
claiming that it's because I have to monetize my Instagram and I have my business to sell, which is kind of true.
Well, it's true, but is it necessary? The world is such a social space right now that if you disconnect, you disconnect. You can't really. When was the last time you watched news on your TV?
Today, CNN.
Really?
Every
You're
morning.
better than me then.
Every morning.
Majority of normal people like us
Uh-huh.
don't watch CNN. I have CNN, but I barely watch it.
I
Right?
literally have my cable for CNN.
So where I get my news from is Instagram. I know it sounds so silly. Instagram, TikTok. Yeah. I mean, how did
Okay.
I find out that Trump just bombed Iran?
So,
I just woke up in the morning and I just saw the notification. I was like, oh wow. Okay.
okay, if you were to only train in the gym with one piece of equipment, what would that be? Think about that one.
I don't know what this machine is called.
Which
But you
one?
know the machine where you like lay back and use your legs to like
Oh,
that's my favorite.
leg press.
Leg press.
Yes, leg press.
Yeah.
Not extensions.
Yeah.
Extensions are the one you sit and then you use your leg up.
Mm-mm.
Leg press is the one you lie on your back and then
And
you
then
push up. Yes,
love
they are very.
those.
You know what those ones are for? Or you just like them?
No, I know what they're for.
What they're for?
Basically leg, but whatever, you know.
More like your quads.
I, you see, I don't even know what they're for, but I like it.
like it. All right, so to say this, your body is not a before and after, right? It's your home, so you have to love it. You have to take care of it. It's God's temple, so care for it, okay? But anyways, Maria, thank you so much for being vulnerable here with us.
Aw.
Oh Lord, I really appreciate that, and
Yeah.
you've come a long way, and I can't say this enough. I'm so proud of you, to the woman that you've become, because I've seen the
I
journey.
still feel like a girl. But
I know you're a girl, you know what I mean, but in certain times you're a woman,
Yeah, of course.
right? Of course. All right, so thanks for rocking with us,
Yep.
and
you guys invite me again. This was like,
yeah, I
this
will.
was
I
so much
definitely
fun.
will. I will. I feel like when you talk about things and you like kind of get it out, it helps a lot. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a safe space, and of course it's what this podcast is about,
Yeah.
all right guys,
Like, I
so
need some tea for the tea.
yeah. All right guys, so this is Fit-ish, where we keep it cute, a little sweaty, and very real. Don't forget to follow on Spotify and subscribe on YouTube. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. You're listening to the Fit-ish podcast, where we keep it cute, a little sweaty, and very real.